get a load of wheat. They got a cool little Dodge sitting there. I'm guessing that's where we're getting the load out of. But just gotta double check first before we start loading. So we'll see if I can get a hold of anybody here. So yeah, try to get that unit in here. Could be a little bit of fun, but should be able to get it done. I kind of like these old buildings. Kind of cool. So I was sitting there, and I pulled in there, and I backed in here. Had to pull up once, and then got her backed in. So now we're loading her up. There we go. That's the rate that we're loading. Closer to done. Back hopper's full. We're working on this one, and the front trailer's full already. Put the tarp on there. So that's just this one left to do, and then we're loaded and out of here. I'm just backed up a little bit into the further into the corner, so I can get out of here. And we're loaded and leaving. Bins we were taking out a while back. I like these trees. Nice yard. Anybody coming? Don't see anybody there, and I don't see anybody there, so good to go. Unload this load. This guys still look nice. Just a slight sprinkle when we're loading the last trailer. It wasn't too bad. This canonering what was going on here. It looks like the suite that's installed in here is probably not working. Or they got a different suite put in here. And we got the tractor here to run it. Yeah. Let's just start a dumping here. That's where we're dumping into. This is where we're dumping. Pretty good looking wheat. Come here. It's going down the drag and then up in the leg and then into one of those bins over there. Not sure where it's going, but I guess gotta figure that one out yet. So on the green leg there is where it's going up, and then the arrow from the leg that way, and then it's going into this pin right here.
This is the steamroller. This thing is set up the grain, and once it's hot, steaming, and then they roll it in here. You guys can't see anything right now. It's all closed up. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
This is kind of what it looks like on the monitor. Here you can feel it's going. You have the different heat settings. There, it's coming out of the building. So they're steamrolling it in there. That's where I was in just now, up there, and then it's coming in here. And this is what it looks like to be eaten after. Roll the plat. Still fairly warm. It's not hot, but it's just warm. That's kind of what it looks like. The after. This is the before it's rolled. You can kind of tell the difference. Here's a pretty good comparison. Rolled and not rolled. Looks quite a bit flatter. And there's the odd one that looks like cornflakes. Or almost like a potato chip. Yeah, that's the difference between the rolled and the not rolled. Loading my second load here. Guess I had to move bins in between. Yes, I was taking out of the one where the door is open right there. That's what I was taken out of on the first load. So we took those panels out. There's these panels right here. Those ones, they go in here to close off the bin. So then I took the auger out of the bottom hole here and stuck it in here so I could stick it into the middle there. And take out as much as I could. So that's what's left in here. And now I started that one. That's what it looks like when it's closed up. So I had enough in there to fill the front hopper out of the first bin there. And then yeah, moved it to the second bin for the second hopper, and I'll fill the rest of the fourth hopper. I guess I go 1, 2, 4, and 3. Just to get my weights a little bit better, a little bit right, or close to more accurate. So just loading the last hopper, and then I'll pull the auger out. And yes, that'll be my last load for the day. My second and my last, I think. So the front gauge on the truck I want at about 70. So that one is at 70. And this one I want at 72. And this one at 74. It's right close to it now, so getting really close. Gonna shut her down here pretty quick. Yeah, that is really close. By the time I go back to the auger, pull it out and shut it off, should be really close. Let's shut it off right over here. See how much is still left in here. Getting there. So it's a little higher than here, so it's about right here. So see if I can get it out of here without making too much of a mess. That's what it looks like right now. I guess one thing I could try, I'll run a little bit more. Shut that off again and then pull this out. And that's for running the auger in reverse. So give that a try. Lift up the main part of the auger, do the wheels, and then start driving her out. Switch this one back. Lift it up so I can get out of here. I guess I can swing it out of the way. Drop it down. I'll clean up a little bit of that, shovel that into that bin over there. After I moved it over, I wanted to turn the auger on with that switch on the auger, and I couldn't turn it on. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Checked the wires and they seem to be okay. I seen this spark plug here and I was like, yeah, that all looks good. I pull in here a little bit and this thing falls out. So I push that back in and got the auger running again. The motor was running but the auger wasn't, so yeah, I guess that wire came out. So put that back in and off we went. So clean up that little bit and then away we go. So got that kind of clean up here. So still a decent amount in this bin. Maybe half a load. 3/4 load maybe. Well, with sweep it, head out and everything. Yeah, probably a load. So there's this. And then this right here. So, close up the store. And there's this one here too. Hopefully not more out back. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing it. Where the good farmer's at, but me loading here by myself, so yeah, close everything up and get out of here. Checking the gauges. This one's just over, well, 75. So just over 74. And then this one here is at 72. And see what the one is on the truck. That one's at 70. Right where we want it. It's been sitting here at the mill for a good 2 hours. Yes, this side it's not switching from one to the next bin, so I guess they got DDGs in one bin and the wheat is supposed to go in a different bin. And the other side, the drag is not working. It's slipping by the sound, by the what I seen there. I just started unloading, and then the motor and the gearbox were still going, but the whole thing was shaking. So, and the chain inside wasn't moving. So it was slipping. We've been waiting here for a good 2 hours, waiting to unload. And this guy's rolled wheat to take to a different place. Mill for a good 2.5 hours before they figured out what was wrong with it. They got the top spout to move from one bin to the other so I could start dumping, and then the other side that plugged up, that was slipping. I guess the spout at the end of the drag, a lot of wet stuff got in there and plugged it up. And then with the wheat going through there, it just jammed everything up and plugged it up. So yeah, I was there for a good 3 hours before I left. But yeah, we got her unloaded and got her figured out and got out of there. So yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit longer than you think, but yeah, things done.